Hello and welcome to Matchday Vlogs with the Football Pyramid. Today we're at Moulton Football Club for their United Counties Premier Division South clash against GNG Oadby Town in what is Moulton's first crack at Step 5 football in their 129-year history. Without further ado, let's get amongst it and see what this club's all about. Pete, thank you very much for having me down here, buddy. Obviously, first game of the season, your first crack at Step 5. Fantastic promotion last season. Just tell me, how much did that mean to the club?
It's massive. It was it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time in planning, bringing facilities up to the required levels, getting the team up to the required level. Massive step. The older life members of the club, for them to witness it is massive. So and I don't quite think it's fully dawned on us yet what we got. Maybe next week in the FA Cup may be a different thing, but yes, no, we're really pleased. The last 4 years has been a real rapid progression of where we are.
Love that. Listen, obviously with any club, this is a historic club. Obviously, if you're from the local area, everybody knows who Moulton FC are, or Moulton Magpies. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've played youth football here myself, and I know how well respected this club is within the local community. So to be breaking new ground, you mentioned there, obviously FA Cup. We're going to get a cup run out of you then, or
who knows? Yeah, I don't want to put the manager under too much pressure, but yeah. So it's just to experience one round in the first year. Like I said, it's just new levels of what we've done. We've had success at Step 7. We've grown the junior section and the club in general, but now it's about raising our levels from first team all the way through the club now. So it is like I said, next week I think it'll probably dawn on most of where we are from where we come from.
Yeah, no, and I really respect that. I think personally, when you achieve something like that, sort of getting that out there into the mainstream media, number one, obviously it's not going to get there, but for that to be celebrated locally, hopefully you'll have a big gate today as well for your first crack at Step 5. What I'm really interested to understand, obviously, the history of the club. It is generally known as sort of like a more of a local team.
Yep.
How do you go from that local grassroots club to really putting this club on the wider map?
That is a very good question. It's been an aim for a few years. It's very important that you grow the standard of the teams and the facilities at the same pace. So it's there's not a lot of point in having an amazing facility if your team's not growing, and likewise there's no point in driving a team with poor facilities. So we take a lot of pride in trying to raise them both together. The ground is at a level now, but we won't stand still at this level. We will now carry on. We've got a few other plans going on that we want to do. We've had a extension approved for this side of the clubhouse, so we're doubling the size of the clubhouse because that's really one of our next things. So I think it's really important that we constantly analyse what we do ourselves, and don't accept that what you've got is perfect and look where you can now take the next step. But
yeah, well, there is always that next step, and obviously having the foundations and the mechanisms in place to progress to that next step before you get there is hugely important. I think being a forward-thinking chairman, that's what I'm getting from you. That's what I'm getting from you at the moment. You look into the future, like we're not just staying at Step 5. We're not happy with this. We want to push on to the next level. Naturally, that's going to be a steady progression, and I really do hope to see you guys progress through the steps. But as I say, it's not an easy journey. There are some big fish in this pond this season. You're going to be coming up against some big clubs that historically play higher up the pyramid, and without being disrespectful, they're probably going to be on a different planet to you budget-wise.
Yep.
So how do you remain competitive with all that in mind?
That comes down to the manager and his recruitment. The aim is that we want to secure step 5 at the end of the season, whether that's in 15th, 10th, 17th, it doesn't matter. But the sole goal this year is to stay in the division.
Yeah.
What we do with the manager is we have a 3-year plan. So when Gary joined us just over 3 seasons ago, we gave him a 3-year plan of where we wanted to be as a club, and he's achieved pretty much everything we've set him. Some sooner rather than later. Cup success came in year 1. We didn't want it to year 3. That's been really good. But I think it's really important that you don't just look at your current season. You're looking at 2 to 3 years ahead all the time. So we always have to review where we are, look at what's going well, look at where we can improve things, and then try and work towards those improvements where we can. So
naturally.
But the aim is this year is survival.
By any means necessary.
Players will tell you something different. But
I'm sure they will. But listen, whilst it's good to obviously look forward to the future and plan for the future, you do also have to keep your feet on the ground. And I think you found a really healthy balance of both from talking to you here. You touched on obviously there the manager's recruitment. Obviously, to have somebody in that position, they've got to be well connected. They've got to have the contacts, especially again without being disrespectful. When you're operating at a bit more of a limited budget, you have to sort of employ some different types of mechanisms, and just talk us through that and the difficulties in the modern day for that.
So there are some high budgets now, even at step 6. There's some sizable budgets, and good luck to them. I think from our perspective, we're trying to concentrate on the youth and try and get them integrated into the club. So we try and get the players to buy into what we're trying to achieve as a club. So it's not just they're not just here for a season, 6 months, season, whatever it might be. We want to get it in. So we've put a lot of time in our under 18s over the last 2 or 3 years. That is developing really nicely. We had 3 or 4 from last year who broke into the first team. We've got 2 starting today. Would have been 3, but one's injured. So we've got 3 or 4 are pretty much in the first team squad from last year. I expect 2 or 3 more to break in this year. So it's getting that fine blend between some established and you need some established players.
Of course.
But obviously getting that right blend between experience and youth. And one of our aims now is to look what we're doing with the juniors, and we want our juniors providing those players into our under 18s and then onwards. So we've got a pathway from juniors all the way into adults.
What age group does it start out with you boys now?
So pretty much minis, which is basic 5. So we have 2 mini sessions on a Sunday morning where we have the 5s and 4s and 5s, and then obviously the league start at under 7 now, so 6/7. So
all changing that sort of system since I was playing in it myself. Obviously as a little lad, local to this area as well. But look, really thank you for having us down here today. We can't wait. We're looking forward to enjoying our day. Competitive action. Finally, we're gonna see some competitive football. We're gonna get that buzz, and yeah, man, I can just feel it. I can feel it coursing through my veins now, just speaking to you.
Good.
But look, I hope to return later in the season, and you're on course for where you want to be. And
you'll always be welcome.
I appreciate that. We're gonna continue to follow this journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
After our chat with Pete, it was time for the match action. So here we are, Moulton Football Club against GNG Oadby Town in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Let's get it.
Unlucky lads!
Some good clear-cut chances for Moulton early on, but they just couldn't take them. And they were punished on the break and against the run of play with what was a fantastic finish. Moulton continued to make some great chances, and although wasteful in the early stages, they did manage to take one. A good ball across the box and a tidy finish at the back post saw them draw themselves level. In what was a very competitive second half, both teams created chances of their own. However, it was Moulton that pushed on and via another well-worked move took the lead to make it 2-1.
Okay, so full time here at Moulton, and I'm pleased to report it's a fantastic 2-1 win. First crack at step 5, first victory. I'm joined by first team manager Gary. You must be over the moon with that one, mate.
Yeah, delighted. It's always good to get off to 3 points, whatever season you play. Particularly now, we've worked so hard during pre-season, and this all of last season, it's all come together today. We were missing a few players today, quite a few. Picked up a couple of nothing knocks today, but the lads battled well. I was really, really pleased with the way we played today. Tough side, they just kept going. Um, we should have been probably 3 or 4 up at half time. We had
Absolutely.
some missed chances. We won't talk about them now. Yeah, we should have put the game to bed at half time. But pleased that we deserved to win. I think overall. I mean, it was a closer second game, but definitely deserved to win.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that assessment. In fairness, I think certainly from the offset, you looked a bit nervy, but you sort of just got into your flow. And when you knock the ball around on that 3G pitch, your guys play some really nice stuff.
Yeah,
and you were absolutely good value for that win for me. Obviously, we touched on the fact that this is the club's first crack at step 5 in the history, and this club's been about forever and ever, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a local boy, so I'm well connected with the club, obviously, and its history.
Yeah.
And to see sort of the 3G and what you guys have done here. Just how special is that for you as a manager to be part of something that's growing and moving forward?
It's incredible. When they first asked me to come here, it was a situation really where they always promised me that they were going to do things, and which they've done, and they've kept their word, and they're always trying to progress. There's something going on in the background which you can't tell. Well, there's an extension going on here. We had a meeting which was lovely for all the players the other day, and all the players found out about what we're doing. And where we're going and where we're progressing. There's seats going in there. There's this going in there. We've got turnstiles here. All of those things is progression for the club.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
to be part of that. And since I've been here, it's been phenomenal. Really, when it is a different place when I came 3 years ago. And a lot of other people have come up here and said, "Wow, I can't believe this is all here."
No, absolutely. So arriving here today, because obviously I'm a local lad and I've played at Moulton in the past. Not on the 3G when it was just like the normal pitch with like the railings around the side, and then turning up and sort of doing a left round that corner there and into the car park. It was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And this club has really, really progressed. But one thing that was really, really important, because you touched on it there, you've been here for 3 years.
3, yeah.
That is almost unheard of, really, at this level, isn't it? And I think obviously clubs chop and change managers too quickly. They're too quick to change the regime.
Yeah.
Just how important is it for you to have that longevity to be able to get your ideas across, not only for the players, but for the board and your vision?
Sure. Well, when we came, we said we had a 5-year plan. We're ahead of where we wanted to be, and where the committee expected me to be. We've had set targets every year, and I think they've been quite, okay. And I won't tell you what this year's target is, but I'm more than happy with that. And,
I already know it. Stay up.
No, I'm not saying a word, but not far off.
It's what your chairman told me, so don't worry.
Okay. But I mean, that's not what, as players and as a thing of the players that we brought in, that's not what we're here for. Just to stay up. We're looking to do well this year. It's a really tough league, and there's some really good sides in it. Lots and lots of money flying around. Not here.
Yeah.
People think there is, but there's not. But
You'd be forgiven for thinking it though. Looking at the setup.
Absolutely. But we've got some players here one of the reasons probably we've got some players here that should be playing at a higher level, and a lot of people are after them, offering silly money, and they've all chose to stay here. So automatically people then think, well, they're getting a load of money here.
Speaks volumes,
That's not
doesn't
the
it?
case,
Yeah.
but they're bought into the project. They want to play here. They want to play for me. They want to play for the club, and it's really impressive. Really
Yeah,
impressive,
yeah.
and that's a nice thing. So we're on a journey, as we keep calling it, and this is the first step. Which was an amazing season last season, and you know we're pleased, just so delighted. I thought it's a bit of a relief really, just to get the 3 points and get
I
over
can imagine,
the
mate.
line. And you know,
I can
it
imagine.
was a tough for the last 5 minutes. And thinking, no, but
Yeah,
we
I
did really
understand.
well.
Yeah, no, and
We dug in.
absolutely did, and I think it's a huge compliment to yourself and the infrastructure at the club that the players of that caliber want to be here.
Yeah,
When
very
there's
much so.
offers of silly money on the table, as you touched on, like I say, that's a massive compliment to you and the club, and it just goes to show and demonstrate the work that this club does to be competitive. Because you are right, there is silly money flying
Yeah,
about
there
at
is.
all levels of football now.
Yeah.
So in order to be competitive, you've got to be really, really well connected, and I've got all the time in the world for that. I really, really do. But going back to last season, just to sort of finish off, 150th game in charge.
Yeah.
And you secure promotion for the club. Just how special was that?
It was an incredible day.
Yeah.
It actually worked out quite well, because straight after the game, the players had already arranged to go up to Liverpool. So we won the game, got in a minibus, and went straight up to Liverpool for 2 days. So it couldn't have worked in any better. But the actual day itself was fantastic. To go up the way we did was a nice way, rather than. I actually I wouldn't say I preferred it, because it's easier when you've got the points in the bag and you sit back and chill and
You
watch
can go on
everybody
holiday
else
earlier, can't you?
struggle.
Yeah.
But we had a really tough semi-final against Urchester, who are a really good side, and we come through on that. And I think the final was probably the unclosest 1-0 game that I've been involved in for quite a while. We deserved to win quite comfortably, really, but it was great that we got through. That was just 1-0. 10-0, doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're
It all just matters about where you end up.
Just an
at the
amazing
end.
day for the people. But more importantly, I've only been here 3 years, but the committee and the club and the president, the people that have been here for such a long time, it's just amazing what they've done. And you know where we are now, little old Moulton, we're in with the big boys, so to speak.
Yeah,
So
no, yeah, absolutely.
it's and it's really pleasing, really pleasing.
It's lovely to see, because it's clearly a family-orientated club. It's a club steeped in history, especially if you're from the local area. Something that I know and have experienced on a personal level as well. And look, you look back at the last season. I'm sure there were difficult times as well as there were happy times. But the fact remains that you're here, you did it, you're at step 5, and the only way is up for Moulton Football Club.
Yeah.
And I think I'll speak on behalf of everybody that looks at this step level of football. We wish you all the very, very best moving forwards, and we look forward to continuing to following your journey.
Thank you very much. Lots of hard work ahead, but we'll that'll be done for sure.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. The hospitality today, everybody's been so inviting and hospitable, and it's been a fantastic day. And we look forward to coming back again, and hopefully we come back around Christmas time or into next year, that you'll be on a steady path and moving towards your goals.
I hope so.
Lovely. Well, fantastic to meet you, and we'll see each other again soon.
Thank you.
Okay, so that concludes our time down here at Moulton Football Club. It's been a fantastic day, and I think it's fair to say that this is a fantastic little football club with a great setup. Huge thanks goes out to everybody at the club for having us and for the hospitality. We wish you the very, very best for the upcoming season and beyond. Thank you to everybody for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.